Who do you have winning it all?
It ain't Alabama. Alabama's favorite. Listen, there's a difference between Ohio State and Alabama and Clemson. I think Clemson is proven to be the best team with Kelly Bryant healthy. I think Clemson has a great chance to win. But here's the thing I'll say. If Clemson's defensive front seven is the best in the country, which we've seen, ain't nobody stopping Baker Mayfield. You can put it in the books right now.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield will get 30 on anybody and everybody, all right? So he's going to get his. I think Oklahoma needs to be looked at a little bit more of a favorite for the playoff. They've played better defense the last 4 weeks. And studying Baker Mayfield, if you watched the NFL game last night, you saw the best comparison that you're going to hear throughout this whole process. He's Russell Wilson. I mean, he can throw the ball down the field. He can extend. He can make plays. Good luck. What you got?
David, we heard that in the past about Johnny Manziel. Could you use your expertise to highlight the difference between a Baker Mayfield and what we saw from Johnny Manziel when he was at Texas A&M?
There is, to me, that is not even close to a fair comparison. Baker Mayfield plays frenetic, and he makes plays with his feet, but he's always looking downfield. His feet are always live. He throws a deep ball that's great. His isn't all about impromptu. He can play on schedule. The comparison for Baker Mayfield that you're going to start hearing by all these scouts when we get closer, first of all, he should be the first quarterback taken in the draft next year. I'd take him over Darnold. I'd take him over Rosen, all those guys, first of all. And he can make all the throws. He can make the throws down the field, and he can scramble around and buy time. You'll hear more of Russell Wilson in the future. Preseason, everybody wanted to talk about Colt McCoy, Johnny Manziel. If you're watching tape, this dude can do it all, and he's got something about him, man, that just makes you want to fight for him.
So you got Clemson, Oklahoma.
What about
no
this?
No favoritism by you. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
When you look at the four teams, like there's Nick Saban, so you always think, if you shoot at the king, you best not miss, right? And they're in, so now there could be a problem. But you mentioned Clemson's front seven. They also have a quarterback who's a junior, right? And you look, Baker Mayfield, usually the Heisman winner in the playoff or in the championship, you're like, that's maybe not the best sign a lot of the times. And then you're talking about Jake Fromm, a true freshman.
Yep.
So you look at all that, I think Clemson's got to be favored here.
Yeah, and I understand that. And when you look at Clemson, all those guys with all that experience, I mean, it's not just him. The offensive line all came back intact. You got weapons on the outside. You got the defense that has experience. But I'm just telling you, with Baker Mayfield, I look at all this tape all the time, and we draw up all these great defenses, and I usually can take the pen and I can show a way to limit somebody. I don't know how you stop him, because even when you do play zone defense and you have a great pass rush, well, now you got to bring him down, and now the scramble drill's in full effect.
Great.
When you play man defense, he can run the football. He can run the counter. They run the football. They're big. They're physical up front. They got
and his
everything
team
up
likes
there.
playing for him.